Hello everybody and welcome back to Diamond Paints with Mike. Today we are going to start this sort of next block of seaways. We've also got to do over here some patching up, but I was going to order some more summary things from Temu, but I just don't feel that I'm going to have the time to do it now, because like we've only got 3 weeks left of July. It takes about a week to get here, so yeah, I'm probably just going to stick to the 2 paintings that we've got here for now. The weather is still hot. It's making me very miserable, as you can tell in my voice. It's just very sort of like can't get on with nothing. I don't really want to do the hoovering because it will just make it even hotter, because obviously the hoover gets hot when you use it. So yeah, I'm getting quite fed up with this weather now, to be frank. I've got a parcel I've got to send off to Hannah, and I sent her the tracking number yesterday, but every day it's just getting like, can we send it today or can we not? Because the weather forecast at the moment is just too hot for sending chocolate. So I got the tracking number all sorted out yesterday for us, so it's just a case of taking each day. Now Hannah, just so you know, I do have until let's have a look here. So I do have until the 10th of August, so to send that before the label sort of expires, so we've got plenty of time. So hopefully, I mean, I haven't had a chance to check the weather, the news, the weather. Today's news was very strange. It literally, like, because they've got all this Wimbledon rubbish on, and I'm getting sick of the sight of seeing Wimbledon every day. It takes up so much TV space, and for some reason they put the news on for 5 minutes just to tell us what the weather was like. Literally, was it worth it for like 5 minutes? So yeah, Sundays is a little bit hit and miss with the news. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not on. So yeah, but let's deal with the forecast now, because I know Roxanne's always intrigued by the weather. Alexa, what's the weather forecast, love?
Currently, in Braintree it's 25 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies.
Well, it's still...
Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 26 degrees and a low of 16 degrees.
They're saying that that's 25 degrees. Well, it feels a lot hotter than 25, so I don't know how they make it 25, but yeah, that's... I can't understand how they can see that as 25, but I've not been able to get this crease out of the diamond painting. I just want this heat to go away. It's just very miserable at the moment with this epoxy weather, so I'm not the best. I'm not the lover of heat, so I'm trying to do a bit of diamond painting to try and take my mind off this weather. It's just driving me insane. And last night, oh my days, it was like an oven, because I close my bedroom door. I don't like it open, so I always close it, and it was like literally baking. The fan was doing nothing, and I think yesterday was the earliest time I actually went to sleep. I went to bed about probably 10-15 minutes, because I was over at my relatives on the weekend, because Teddy came round, and my dad was there, and me and him don't really talk as much now, and as per usual he was having a drink, and surprise started to turn quite nasty to me. So I got up and decided to just come home early, because I can't understand why he stands there, he sits there and just like just takes the mick out of me all the time, like, and he just doesn't handle drink very well. So I can have 3 or 4 pints and I'm quite still, you know, I'm still sober and that. And but I don't know what it is, the minute, even just like a sipful, he switches, and I don't know why. So I just felt like, you know, when you feel like you don't feel comfortable. So about 10 o'clock last night, I decided to get the train home, and I thought there's no point staying Sunday because they'll go home at 3 o'clock anyway. So and then obviously my mum has to go to work, so there's not really point in me being there. I mean, I only went over to pick up some ink cartridges, because that's another thing I've had to sort out, because they keep sending me, just bear with me. Okie dokie, let's do the hokey cokey. Yeah, I've been I've been sorting these are all my instant ink cartridges. Now, as you can see, they all send them in the same packaging. So for this one, you've got black, but then this one's black, and then you might have another one that says tricolour. So can you see how it's quite confusing to figure out what's what in what? So I've been getting them, but the problem is every time I insert a cartridge, it then reorders another one. So I'm forever getting cartridges, and I've got a swamp full of cartridges now. But I've been sorting them out because all the empties have to go over to France, as you can see, and it's quite nice because it's postage paid. But they all have to go over to France. Why it's got to go over there, I don't know, but that must be where their recycling centre is. So I've been sorting all that out, putting all the empties into there. I'm quite happy to do it through Tesco, but for some reason I had this slip come through. Sometimes if you pick up, they do like this free catalogue thing at the end of the checkouts where they might have some coupons in there, and one of them had this ink slip thing. So I filled out, it said like, fill out your club card number and you'll get the points. So I dropped it off, never ever did get the points for them. So I'd rather them just go to like France and then just get reused, because I suppose that's what they do. They must refill them. I can't see that being obviously it's a new cartridge when you get it, but my cartridges are tiny. So this little thing here, as you can see, that is a really small cartridge. So if you was to get that from, say, I don't know, Tesco's, that will probably cost you around about 13 quid. But with instant ink, they are actually filled up a little bit more. So they're actually a bit extra. Now, them cartridges will only work in my machine. So the system knows that they're linked to my machine. So, for example, if you try and put them in another machine, they're not going to work unless you unlock it. So, yeah, so it's good that you get, like, you don't have to worry about ordering them, but it's quite a pain when you can't get like points on them from Tesco. But yeah, so it was so funny because I went out earlier today because I had to go and get a parcel from InPost, and the France bag I put in my backpack because I've got 4 or 5 cartridges to go off to France, and I was going to put them in the letterbox, because you can put small parcels in the letterbox if they fit. The postman are quite happy to take it away. But I went all the way around Sainsbury's, got what I needed. I have a free coffee to get, but I'll get that tomorrow. And came all the way out Sainsbury's, all the way home, got the package from InPost after I went to Sainsbury's and bring all the cartridges back. So they're sitting in my bag again, and I was like, oh my god, like, I'm not going out again, you can like leave it. So I rushed around getting them all sort of ready, because if I'm going out, I will always check to see if I've got any letters to post, any parcels that I need to drop off. It's quieting down a bit with sales again. But I've just listed something else to sell. So hopefully, and within about 5 minutes, someone actually favorited it. So I'm hoping that will sell, because it's taken up quite a lot of room. So yeah, so yeah, I'll have to do that tomorrow. But I've got to go up to Greg's anyway, because Mondays are my happy days. Mondays is always the best day for me, because it's the, you know, it's the start of the week. You get all your lovely free sausages, your free Greg's, and then well, I get a free coffee. I mean, it's touch and go with Octopus. You never know if you're going to get one or not, because it's like first come first served, which I will never agree with. I think they should be reserved, because I'm a paying customer of Octopus, so I don't understand why it's got to be a first come first served thing. So I'll try to remember to drop them off. Thanks. I've got some diamond paintings coming in tomorrow, so done that. So that will be like a 2-in-1. So I'll get off work, pick them up, and then grab me coffee if it's still open. If not, I'll just go during my lunch break. But yeah, so as well, apologies that there was no lives Saturday or Sunday. I just totally forgot. Nico texted me and it was like, are you going live? And I was like, no, I better cancel that down quick. So because he was saying that someone else was waiting, so I was literally like halfway into Asda, because I'd send my parcels to Asda when I'm over there, because our drivers do nothing but chuck them over the fence. So I'd rather, like, it's a bit of a pain having to go all the way out to get your parcel, but I'd rather that than, you know, have it chucked over and damaged, you know. Also, I'm having major problems with that UK mailbox that I told you about. Please, whatever you do, do not send parcels there, because I've got a parcel that someone sent me, and they're now saying, because it got to the checkout bit and I was like, well, it's not letting me check out. So I emailed them, and the response I got back was this. So let's go back to, I'll have to go into UK mailbox, because I don't want anyone sending parcels there, because if you send something there, it's going to be a hassle to get that back, because they've now said that apparently, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but I'm not one for reading terms and conditions. I haven't got the time to sit there going through pages and pages of you know, like terms and conditions stuff. I mean, who in the world actually reads that? Like, let us know in the comments, because I certainly don't. Let's try and get this up. For some reason we're getting all like random lines on there. I don't know what that's all about, but oh, how are we gonna do this? Right, let me swap the line over. I'll have to do it on a different, because the person who sent me the parcel was trying to explain to her that we've got a problem. So let's have a look. Come on, it's here somewhere. I think I may have removed it, I don't know. Yeah, this is what they're saying now. So I'm really annoyed, because what they're saying is something to do with we are currently unable to facilitate shipments to domestic addresses, as our services are exclusively designed for international destinations. Then they're saying for me to get that out, they'll make an exception, which I don't understand why they wouldn't, because that's my package. I've got to pay £10, then provide them a prepaid label. So it's a little bit in a bit of a pickle at the moment, but I can't understand it. It's very misleading, because they're saying that it's a UK, it's called My UK Mailbox or whatever it is, and in the title of the company it says UK Mailbox. That's the key word here, right? But they're now saying that they're designed for international shipping. Well, why are they naming it like a UK Mailbox then? It sounds to me what they're doing is they're operating like Reship. So Reship is like a middle company. so that if you want to ship from like America to the UK, you can have it into reship and then you send it out to your address. So are they saying that it can only come from international, like if something goes into the UK mailbox, then you have to ship it to overseas? Because this is absolutely ridiculous. So, you know, I've got the person who sent me it, I offered to pay the postage and they said, well, they didn't really comment, but I can't understand why I have to pay £10. There's no storage fees on there. So what is this £10 in reference to? So yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off really with that, because like, as I've said in the past, PO boxes, I have had them, but I've shut them because it's just not cost effective. Like, I would go every day and there'd be like nothing there, or you know, very little volume, like perhaps one or two, and it was just, I was paying like £35 a month, and I was just like, this is money that I could use on elsewhere. Like, this is not really working, so I'm gonna have to, you know, bosh it on the head. And I closed it, and then reship was like the next best thing. But then I got so fed up with, because there was some like things that I got from America. Now, to get things from America to the UK, it's not cheap. Like, some things go right the way up to near enough 80 quid. And then obviously the ranking storage fees on there, and the amount of things I've had to instruct them to dispose of, because it's just not cost effective to send it over here, you know. So they're trying to sort it, but why I've got to pay £10, I really don't know. So what I'll have to do is pay this poxy £10 and then recover what I've paid out of either up in the price on something on Vinted, or recover it through Just Play, because I can't understand that. It baffles me. So please, especially Sharon, because you send me stuff as well, please don't send to the UK mailbox. All I can advise at the moment is just send, if you really feel like you want to send something, then send it via my Amazon wishlist, because at the moment I'm going to have to look at the drawing board again and see what we can do. I'm wondering if Stackery might do it. I know Stackery do ship things to the UK, so I might have to see whether we can reopen that, because I did close that as well. But yeah, this is the thing, I think Temu should have like a wish list, because, you know, that would just be ideal. There is another company called Throne, which operates like a wish list thing. So yeah, it's difficult. It really is difficult, because obviously I know people love to send me stuff. I mean, I found this the other day from Angela McCabe, going through some crap that I don't need, and I found this which was from Angela McCabe. So I know lots of you like to send me stuff, but it's quite difficult when you've got companies that charge ridiculous amounts for storage fees and stuff. I mean, storage fees are not really the problem, because as soon as I see it in and they email me, I get it back out again. But it's just, I cannot understand why they can't ship to a UK address. That's insane. So it's not a very good company in my opinion. So yeah, if I were you, I wouldn't use this UK mailbox thing. It's probably my fault because I didn't read the terms and conditions, but I haven't got the time in the day to sit there reading through pages and pages and pages of T's and C's, you know. So yes, I'm gonna have to figure out something, but as soon as I've got an update, I'll let you know. But for now, what I will suggest is, if you really need to buy me something, or if you really fancy buying me something, email me what you want to buy and I'll put it onto the Amazon wish list, because I can't see how else we can do it. I don't really want to pay £35 for reship again. So yeah, please do not send to that address, because I won't get it. Yeah, not a very good start, is it, for a brand new customer, but there you go. What have we got? Number A. Have we got FR? So yeah, Angela, what was that painting? Because it said something about roses, so I'm not sure. Where's that slip again? I've lost it, Angela. It's fell on the floor. Oh my god, I don't know where that's gone. That's fell somewhere. I just had it. I don't know what I've done with it, but yeah. So just you'll have to let me know what that painting was in reference to, and then we'll have to start doing it. So we've got some more here. That's a G, and we've also got, oh, is that the one I'm after, number 2? Okay, that's fine. We can do a bit of D now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shimmy across here because I've got some more of this colour that we can start to fill in here. So I'm going to start to get some more of this colour in now. So now I'm back to square one again, where I've got no bags. It's just so funny, isn't it? Like months ago I just wanted to get rid of the things, and now I need bags. Like I'm desperate for bags. I just don't want to buy them because I know they come up in like diamond painting kits, but they're becoming less and less and less now in the kits. So yeah, it's quite difficult really. So yeah. So that's that. What else was the other thing I wanted to talk about? I can't remember. We've done the weather. We've sorted out this UK mailbox thing. I've sorted out Hannah's thing. Well, partially sorted because I've still got to send it once the weather dies down. Because if I send it now, it's all going to get sloppy. And yeah, so... what else have we got to do? There's something else and I can't think what it was. Oh man. Ah yes, another thing is one of my ASMR artists was talking about, she did like an update video, and she was talking about how like the schedules are becoming too much, like doing it day in day out. So she's limited it to sort of like certain days of the week. So I'm actually thinking that, because doing it 5 days a week, I don't mind, you know, but I feel like it would be quite nice to have like a few days away from like not diamond painting. So I'm thinking perhaps of cutting like a few days through the week. So perhaps I'll do like an unboxing Monday, no video on the Tuesday, Wednesday perhaps a whip and chat, no video on the Thursday, then whip and chat Friday, you know. But last time I did that, I found that I weren't getting the paintings done and finished during that month. So I mean, we could tweak it a bit and perhaps do like 2 hours live or something, you know. There's definitely room for change on the schedule. So yes, I need a holiday badly. It's just very boring, isn't it? Like doing this day in, day out. Go to work, come home, do a bit of painting. Go shopping, come home, do a bit of painting. It's just, I need a break. I mean, the last time I had a holiday was like 2024. So, as I said, I'm a scapegoat. I've been used for filling numbers, and now I've been pushed out of not going. So that's the way my dad works. You see, he like gets you for like doing something, and then once he's got what he wants, he ditches you again. So, oh my god, there's how Adri look. The reason I couldn't find it is because I put it as number 9. So that's our little ting. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I love that song. It's from oh, what's it called? Oh, what's that man's called? Not Eddie Grant, Bob Marley. They did a really good tribute band to that. If you ever seen that, Jenny, because you went to Minehead recently, but they normally do like a Bob Marley tribute. So sometimes it's the real people, and then sometimes obviously it's a tribute band. So it's always nice when they do the real stuff. But you should so watch Jay and Joss. They're magicians, and they were on BGT, I believe. and I've seen them quite a few times at Butlins, so they're always there. They get quite a lot of shows there. So, and then Platinum Queen, that's always there. That goes like all round the camp. So it's like Bogness, Minehead, Skegness. So yeah, he gets quite a lot of bookings. It's just a really good show, isn't it? Like celebrating Queen and stuff. Right, let's see what we got on the Hokey Cokey. So we've got D now. Oh, brilliant! That'll take up most of that. So I was watching a bit of Mega Nico's live earlier. He's building like this wooden ship, and he's doing like all the thread work, like putting all, it looks like wiring or something that goes on the ship. And yeah, it looks painstaking, Nico. So you're nearly at the top though, so hopefully that'll be finished soon. Do you not get like bored of doing like that, like doing the same part over and over? But yeah, I was watching a bit of that, and I talk very little Dutch, so I can't use, like, I could use the Google Translator, but I just tend to put it in my language, because Nico's from the Netherlands, so like you, Diamond Painting Newton. So yeah, I just don't have the time to keep like putting it into the translator and translating it, so I just type in my own language. But yeah, he's doing a good job at that. So how long is it till it's finished, Nico? I feel like I'm on a live, and of course it's not live. Didn't know whether I was gonna, I feel like I got up today, yeah, because it's Sunday, and I just feel really lazy, like I just can't be bothered to do anything today. I really don't want to do the housework today. I'm tired. Don't know why, it's probably the heat doing it. But and then I think it was on the weekend, I'm getting really fed up with Amazon Prime, because they keep saying, oh, get this by so and so, and it didn't come. And I was like, right, okay, so I want compensation then. And they gave me £10. It was £5, but because I had 2 separate orders, they said I can have £10. Then they said that they're going to create a follow-up ticket thing, and then once it gets delivered, I'm allowed to keep the item, and then they're going to refund me for the item, but I'm like can keep it. And I said, are you sure, because you've just issued like a gift voucher thing? And then the lady was saying that you know, they've failed to deliver their promise by delivering it the next day, and so that's what she's going to do. So it's very generous of them. But they said that on the conversation, they said that they don't like to, the system doesn't like you getting vouchers for like late delivery, but under the Consumer Rights Act, you know, I've entered a contract into getting that item the next day, and you've not fulfilled it. So that's, I don't know if it would be a breach, but it's technically like a breach, because I've been promised next day and I've not got it. So there's, you know, there has to be some form of compensation there, because we're not getting the goods on the agreed date. As I said, like, I will like chase the company for compensation if it's delayed, because I'm paying £8.99 a month and you're giving me like crap service. But this is a catch-22. You know, if you cancel it, you end up having to pay £4.99, and that's per parcel. So I think you have to spend so much. Hannah was saying something like you have to spend so much before you get free delivery. So even if I cancel it, I'm sort of like stuck between two things here, because if I cancel it, I'm getting £4.99 postage each time. If I keep it, things are not turning up on time. So yeah, it's a little bit of a pain, really. I'm actually thinking about trying to find other shops that sell the things I need, to try and like not pay for Prime anymore, because it's just becoming a con, I think anyway. You know, some of the things they say, oh, it's, you know, next day, and then you find out it's like 2 days later. So something's not quite right there with that program, and I think they need to sort of like bosh it like they did with the treasure truck. They used to have this truck that would go around visiting different towns, and then you order something on the truck and then you go and pick it up from the truck, but that got stopped. They then said that they were going to do drone delivery. I think they trialled it so many towns, and I don't even know if that's still operating now, because I imagine if they're going to do drone delivery, you've got to be, you know, within a distance of a fulfillment center. It can't be like from here, because Amazon's got a really big giant one in Scotland, is one of in Dunfermline. They've got like their biggest, well, it used to be the biggest, I don't know if they've exceeded that, but one of their big ones is in Scotland. And then it, like if you order anything like clothes, that tends to come from Crymlyn Burrows, which is in Swansea, Wales, I believe. So I've noticed everything I order like clothes wise tends to come from Wales, so from a place called Crymlyn Burrows. Sounds very interesting, doesn't it? I'd like to visit there one day. Crymlyn Burrows. Alexa, where is Crymlyn Burrows, Swansea?
I didn't catch that. Please say that again.
Okay.
By the way, we have a new notification. Do you want
When
to
don't
hear
I? Yes. Alexa, where's Crymlyn Burrows? Alexa, where's Crymlyn Burrows?
From wikipedia.org. Burrows, born September 14th,
Oh,
1994, is an American
Alexa,
former
stop.
professional baseball pitcher.
Alexa, stop. Do you know they were doing a deal on Amazon Prime for, it was 20 quid for an Echo Pop, and I thought it was a good deal, and then I thought, well, it's not something I need right now, so, well, I do, but it's something that can wait. It's not urgent, isn't it? So I spent so much I spent quite a few like, must have been about £100 worth on Vinted. I'm obsessed with Vinted. I love shopping on there. Like, there's so much like stuff, and oh my god, I found this thing on there and I absolutely love it. So let me go and grab it. Nico, you might like this. So there you go, you know, browsing around on Vinted, and this lady had a diamond painting. And when I buy from sellers, if they're like really good service, I'll give them a follow. And then when you follow someone on Vinted, it just basically means that everything they list, you get notified of. So they'll notify you every time they upload something. Well, one thing she uploaded was this. Now, to you, that might look like an ordinary little plane, right? A little model of a plane. However, when you flip it upside down, it's actually a pencil sharpener. So you can see the pencil sharpener there, which I thought was so cool, because when it's like that, you wouldn't automatically assume that that would be a pencil sharpener like on the shelf. It just looks like a little model of a plane. So I found that so cleverly designed, and I was like, I've got to have that. It's £3.75, so I was like, that is so cool. I've never seen a plane converted into a pencil sharpener before, so, and the way it's cleverly designed, so it's like hidden underneath the plane. It's just like you've got a two-in-one. You've got a model of an airplane, and you've also got a model of a, well, it's not model, but you've got a sharpener as well for your pencils. The problem is that I don't really, well, I very rarely use pencils, but we did buy that thing on the Craft channel. You remember that, if anyone watches that channel, but I bought like this sketching thing of like draw your own, I think it was a lion, so I thought it could come in handy. But the thing is, when I've got that on my shelf, I'm going to forget that it's a pencil sharpener, because I'm just going to keep forgetting that it's got a sharpener underneath it. So I thought that was so cool, like so unique as well. It's not like something you probably find in a local shop, you know. And that's what they've been saying on the news. They're saying that apparently Vinted is sort of like taking over the charity shops, because like everyone seems to sell their clothes on there now. So I can't stand charity shops. I think they should be abolished. They're a waste of a shop. Like, I'm not someone who would buy someone else's second-hand clothing. Like, I don't find that very hygienic. Whether it's been washed or not, I certainly will not buy clothes from a charity shop. Yeah, it's the same with vintage. Like, unless I can see it's in like a cellophane bag, or it's like new with like tags on and that, I just can't buy it. So yeah, I think charity shops should be abolished. We've got charity shop in Whittam, and for years it used to be called Farm Foods, and for some reason they closed it. All these years it was open because they were then saying that it's too much competitions with Iceland, who are next door. And this massive shop, you know, could have been something like a McDonald's, or it could have been like a nice decent shop, something that we need in Whittam, that is not poxy charity shops or hairdressers. There is so many, like every time a shop closes in Whittam, oh, let's create another hairdressers. And it's like, how many more hairdressers do we need? Like, a decent shop like that infuriates me. So anyway, yeah, this massive shop that they could perhaps put a Primark in, or, you know, and what do they put in there? A poxy charity shop again. Like, is it me, or is it like set as default to be like a charity shop? I can't stand charity shops. It's a waste of a shop in my opinion, and yeah, I just think they're ridiculous. So I think they should be abolished, really. How did we get onto charity shops? I don't know, but yeah, so now next month I have got a little surprise for lazy retired granny. So I'm not saying too much more, but yeah, the first surprise is going to be revealed probably around the second week of August. So yeah, I'm not going to say too much more than that. So, but what I will say is that you will be probably dancing around the room with excitement when you find out what this is, and you will probably set off Ellie barking once I reveal what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna see if you can guess like I did. I mean, when we was in Linda's live, she said something about she's doing this like painting or what have you, and I knew straight away what it was. And I was like, is it Johnny Depp by any chance? Pirates of the Caribbean? And she was like, yep, you got it. You got it. Sweet Alabama. Yeah, I was like, I'm too good at it. I'm very good at predictions. So, yeah. I'd love to be a bailiff. I love clawing compensation from companies. You know, if you've let me down, I will claw compensation from that company. So yeah, I would love to be a bailiff. I used to watch a program called Can't Pay Will Take It Away, with Stuart McCracken, Delroy. There was another one, Paul Bohill. Yeah, really, really good program. And it's sort of like they can actually, it's interesting how they can seize your items. So for example, they can seize, if you owe, I don't know, thousands of pounds, they could seize, there was one occasion where they seized the actual whole shops, I think it was a restaurant. They took all the chairs away, because obviously if the company is not going to pay, they need to then look at assets. So they will look at taking anything that's worth money to offset that debt. So they then take it to auction, and then they'll sell it, and then that money goes to obviously the company that needs the money back, I suppose. But yeah, it's just a fantastic program. Always used to watch it, and then I sort of found that every episode they were putting on was like the same as the old episode. Like, it was a lot of repeats. But I don't think that series ever got like renewed, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it, really? Talking of which, I've actually seen the Cookie Monster from Sesame Street as a diamond painting, and I really like it, but someone bought it off Vinted, and I was like, no, I wanted that, it's not fair. Like, it was so good. It had like a blue Cookie Monster in it, eating biscuits out the barrel with a yellow background, and I was like, oh, why? why is it everyone buys everything that I want? And then I was like, all right, I'll just go and get me, you know, my bank card so I can put the order through, and literally went to put it in. Your item has now been sold. It flipped up and flashed up on my phone, so it was sold, and it's so frustrating. But never mind, it will appear again, I should imagine. But yeah, so yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. My nose was like really itching just then. So I can feel a sneeze on the way as well. So whatever you do, people, cover your drills before they spray everywhere. I'll never ever forget this time I put my phone in my clamp of the tripod and accidentally whacked it, like moving the tripod, and the trays were like there and the phone dropped out and they're all splattered everywhere. And then another occasion I sneezed and they went oh dearie me, oh Jesus. So yeah, this time tomorrow I won't be a millionaire, but this time tomorrow I will be getting my new diamond paintings from Impulse Locker. Oh my god, yeah, I love Impulse. They deliver on Sundays, like it's just, I love it, absolutely love it. So I think that's the only actual courier that do deliver on Sundays. It's just fantastic. So yeah. Yabba dabba doo, I need a poo. I don't really. Ellie got a briefly saw it, need to catch up with that, but I was halfway through it and then I had to get on with something. Yeah, Ellie has just recently got a whacking great big box of toys from her lovely owner Linda. And yes, do check out Lazy Retired Granny's channel, because she got her these massive toys. I think one was like an octopus, or was that another video? But it was fairly recently, so yeah, Ellie was like putting her head in the box and was like so like excited for all these toys. And there is actually a company called Barking Box online, and if you've got I used to do it, but I've paused the subscription for now because we're getting too many toys. And basically what it is, I think you can go for small, medium or large, and you basically get like a treat in there, a few toys. It's like a subscription company, so you get like different gifts each month. So and then they keep emailing me saying, oh, get a free bed with your order, get this, get that. And it's like, I really like, I'm not interested in this offer. Like, I've got a dog's bed, why do I need another one? So yeah, I sort of paused that for now. It's not really something that we need. And then my mum was like telling me off because like Molly's got so many toys. So then you've got to ask yourself the question, like, what are we going to do with all these toys? Because they're sending them like every month. Like, we don't have the room for it. So yeah, I haven't done that for quite some time. Righty-ho, let's go apple and pears. So on the stairs with daisy roots are in the boots. Rosie Lee, let's have some tea. What other ones is there? 5 and 5, 55. That's not that's not actually slang, but yeah, my granddad used to like always tell me like all the different ones that they had, which was like rose, daisy roots, boots, apple and pears, stairs. But yeah, I don't really know any others. So this is interesting. This doesn't even look like a sun. They're using this pink, so we've got a pink sun. So this is not going to go very well, because the problem you've got here is that this is all pink. Why on earth have they given us a pink sun? Seriously. This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this colour doesn't even... It's like a white and they've given us pink. Why have we got a pink sun? It's supposed to be bloody, like, yellow. Like, What is going on? The first painting we had like a sun that's been squashed out of shape, and now this one's got a pink centre with like what looks like yellow around it. Oh man, we're gonna have to swap this out, but we'll see how it goes once it's finished, because there's no point swapping it out now. You need to see the full picture of it all painted before you can, you know, go from there. So yeah. But that'll be that. After this, I really must catch up with some of the programs I recorded on the ITV, because my box is saying 5%, and if that gets to 0, they start to automatically delete whatever is on your box. So for example, if you recorded 5 episodes of EastEnders and it got to 0%, they'd wipe it unless you press the yellow lock key. There's like a padlock sign, and if you press that onto the program you've recorded, it keeps it there, so it won't automatically remove it. But yeah, it had 5%, and when I checked it today, because obviously I was away for the weekend, like I can never seem to get Salvage Hunters to record. It always says failed. So I don't know if it's because it only records when the box is on, or does it record when it's off? Because I know with Sky, when you have Sky TV, you can remotely record it. So I don't understand why it don't let you record it, but yeah, I can never get that. Salvage Hunters is brilliant. It's about Drew and T, who go around and collect like all this stuff and pay for like stuff they want to sell. Love watching that program. But this looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I'm not happy with this. I mean, where's the sun in this? Seriously, it's like it's all like, I'm not understanding this at all. This is what frustrates me, is they make it look so nice online, then when you get it, it just don't look right. So we need some comments, people. What would you do with this sun? Would you rip it out, put the white in that it looks like it's supposed to be, or would you put the sun in, or like the yellowy sun part, or would you just like put an orange there? I mean, we've definitely got to do something, because this is ridiculous. When I see things like this, it makes me not want to complete the rest of the painting. But as I say, you know, we've got to drill it all and see what happens, and just see what we can do to make it look better. But I definitely feel like we're going to have to pluck this off and perhaps put an orange there or something. But then again, you've also got this reflection that's coming round here, so I just think it looks like it's merged in with the sun. I just don't get it. It's really irritating me. When something irritates me, I'll just keep talking about it. Have you noticed? I was speaking to someone on Vinted, because they sell things, and she's done me a very lovely offer for something to do with I can have that. She paid £5, but she'll get like, you can have, she said I can have both for like £5, and I was like, you're not gonna like be out of pocket. So yeah, she done me, because apparently she said I was a frequent buyer, so that is a really good deal. But she was saying like, oh, I don't know how I would have the patience to do that. Well, it's quite funny, because when I first started, I was like, there's no way I could sit there for hours putting all these pips on, as my mum calls them. And the thing is, all it takes is one painting and you're hooked. You are in this forever. So yes. And then I'm quite annoyed with myself, because I've left my glasses over at my office, and yeah, I've actually got a parcel that I'm waiting on, so I'm gonna wait until that arrives, and then I'll go over, because there's no point in me doing 2 trips. So yeah. Right, yeah, this looks awful, doesn't it? Like, who in the world puts a pink sun? Like, it doesn't even look like a sun, it's like a blob. Like, there's just no shape to it either. Like, I'm not happy with this. Like, this is ridiculous. Seriously. This is absolutely ridiculous, people. And I'm not happy at all with this. This is not right at all. This is crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, and I thought the first sun was bad. Oh my god. This is like, it's bugging me why it's been like, it don't even, where's the shape of it? It just doesn't look right. I really feel like giving up on this painting now. It's not like it's bugging me, but we'll have to figure something out, because you know, it could look better once we've finished the whole painting. I'm not sure, but I just can't understand this. It's so annoying. Oopatee, oopatee, liberals on. Whoa, whoa, where's the fucking sun today? I need the fucking sun. It's been squashed, but oh my god, I was listening to the news, and you know, Oasis are like reunited. There's this lady, I think it was on Sunday Politics Live or something. Well, she was saying that they come onto stage, and then they, like, once they're off stage, they go their separate ways. So I don't know whether they're still sort of like got problem, like family issues or what, but yeah, apparently they don't really interact. Like, they're in their separate dressing rooms, they sort of like do their separate own things. The only time they're ever sort of like united are on the stage. So I mean, it must be hard, you know, when you've had this disagreement for so long, and then you're trying to sort of like rekindle the, you know, the relationship between your family, and then you just, it's quite hard when you leave it so long. It's hard to move on, and I completely understand that. So yeah, on that note, I'm probably going to leave this session here, because I'm not understanding this sun and it's irritating me. I want to put this painting down for now and work on something else. But look, this is it, guys. Look, you turn it off, where's the sun? This is absolutely, I just don't understand it. I mean, look at this, right? That's what the sun is supposed to be. It's supposed to be there. That is definitely the wrong colour. It's not even in the shape of a sun. Like, what on earth have they done to it? I just don't understand. I mean, we'd have to take this out and perhaps put orange in here. I mean, we'd have to shape it, because this just looks like a pancake been put in a pan and then just all spread it out. I mean, this is, oh man, I'm not happy with this, I tell you. This is not nice at all. This painting looks ridiculous. I just know Hannah's gonna laugh, but where is the bloody sun? Oh my god. This is so annoying, because like, they make it look so nice, and then it just, you get it and it looks shit. But anyway, please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Always have that notification bell so that you can be alerted as and when a video pops up on the channel. And I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye bye now.